everybody. I am here for reading an excerpt from Bad Girls Don't Die by Katie Alender. And I'm not sure if you really need to know anything about this particular scene. It's quite a bit in it. It starts on page 62. So, but not a whole lot has happened yet. So, just the, what you read in the summary. Um, so I will just go ahead and start reading and hope that um, everything's fine in regards to how this goes. The basement door is right down the hall from the kitchen. I stood outside it for a long minute, staring at the doorknob. I really, and I mean really, had no desire to open it and go down the stairs. But if that's where Casey was... I turned the knob and pushed the door open, waiting for an enormous, hairy arachnid to swing down and jump onto my face. Didn't happen. Maybe they'd all jumped onto Casey and the path was clear for me. I took a step down, flipping the light on and closing the door behind me. There was a single light bulb glowing pathetically over the stairs, and everything beyond that melted into a smudgy blackness, punctuated by shapes caught into the faint moonlight streaming through one tiny window. The air was stale and stuffy. It made my head ache the same way a really humid day does. But I didn't see any spiderwebs in my path, so I kept going. "Casey?" I whispered. My voice sounded hoarse. No answer. The room was shaped like a U, with a center wall dividing the two sides. I thought I heard something on the other side of the wall. "Casey, are you down here?" Still no answer, but this time I heard a definite sound. I went around the U, as far as I could go and still be standing in a patch of light. I'm not afraid of the dark, but I wouldn't say I love it. I was tempted to turn back. Even if my sister was down here, she clearly wasn't interested in company. Besides, who's to say the noise was Casey at all? It was probably gophers, or huge rabid sewer rats. I was a nanosecond away from making tracks back upstairs when I heard a muffled sniffle. Even huge rabid sewer rats don't sniffle to attract their prey. "Casey," I said, trying to sound no nonsense. "Where are you?" "Down here," she said. "Down where?" "Under the card table." Naturally. "I have a flashlight," she said, and a weak yellow spot of light illuminated the cement floor ahead of me. I followed its path to the corner. Then Casey shined the beam on her own face, which was puffy and wet with tears. "Come on, Case," I said. "Come back upstairs." She shook her head furiously. "No," she said. "I'm never going back up there." "Never?" Her head bobbed in the darkness. "Where are you going to go to the bathroom?" She sighed. "I mean it, Lexi. So do I." "I'll use the guest bathroom. That's upstairs." I reached over and took the flashlight from her, shining it around the room. "Maybe there's a bucket around here somewhere." She sighed a sigh that was way too big for someone who hasn't even started high school yet. I decided to give her a second alone to be alone with her thoughts, so I shone the flashlight around looking for spiders. Just because we made it that far without being bitten didn't mean they weren't planning their attack strategy. I kept my eyes out for the shiny blueberry-like body of a black widow. I didn't find one. I didn't see any bugs at all. I did find shelf after shelf of everyday items that should have been thrown away long ago. Mom will save anything. She'd even saved the boxes of other people's rubbish that were in the house when we moved here. Dad and I are much neater, but we know better than to try to toss any of Mom's precious garbage. Excuse me, stuff. "Lexi," Casey whispered, "will you tell me a story?" A story. My 13-year-old sister wanted to hear a story. I felt a sinking feeling in my stomach. I didn't know what to say. She sensed my hesitation. "My brain is stuck. I need to change the channel." Her hand grabbed my arm. "Please," she whispered. "A story," I repeated, hoping she would pick up from my tone of voice that it was a kind of a strange request. "Stories are for little kids. I don't care, a short one, about anything. There's a girl who lives on a farm in black and white, and then one day her house gets caught in a tornado, and she wakes up surrounded by midgets and everything is in color." "I've heard that one," she said. Her voice sounded tired and strained. "And you're not supposed to say midget. It's mean." "Oh, Casey." She started to cry again. "Please, Lexi, please." Casey had been normal once, had done normal kid things. She'd been bold and funny and stood up for herself. And now she was just coming apart at the seams, sitting under a card table in the basement, talking to her dolls, making a request a 6-year-old would make. Maybe I was Maybe I was an enabler. Instead of coddling her, I should tell her to make more friends at school, to do her own homework, or take a failing grade. Not stand up for her anymore. And definitely 100% not tell her a story. Once upon a time, I began, surprising both of us. There was a man and a woman who lived in a little shack in the country next to a river. And that is where Katie Alender told me to stop. So I'm going to go ahead and stop there, and I hope you enjoyed both this vlog and the next vlog. And I will see you guys. I'll be back. Check the MySpace blog for a guest blog from Cheryl Renee Erbsman and on the MySpace blog, and then on my Blogspot blog I will be back tomorrow, Wednesday, for my 7 Book Babes vlog. So I will see you guys then, and please, please, please comment on this, and I hope you enjoy it, and I really hope you guys go get Bad Girls Don't Die, which came out today, so be sure to go check your bookstore and see if they have it, and Breathing by Cheryl Renee Erbsman, which came out last Thursday. So, so go get them, take a look at them, or order them for your library or something. Do something. Just go read them, because so far I haven't finished either one, but they're both really good and amazing books so far. So, I'm going to go ahead and stop now. So, I will see you guys later. Bye.